welcome back. Today I'm back with a new video to talk about my current drugstore makeup favorites because I have quite a few, so we're gonna get started. The first two products that I want to talk are Little Duo from Maybelline. These are the Superstay 24-hour foundation and concealer. Let's start with the foundation, which is my favorite. I discovered this one probably a month ago and it has been my daily go-to recently. The reason I love this foundation is because it has a bit more coverage from what I usually go for. And right now I need that extra bit of coverage because my skin is pretty much red and patchy all the time. So I apply that in the morning with a damp beauty blender. I just pat it all over my skin and I love the result. It's not matte, it's not shiny, it's kind of this beautiful satin finish, which is what I love. The color that I have is number 20, Cameo. It's a perfect match for my skin. And if you're wondering, this is actually the foundation that I'm wearing today. I love it because at the end of the day, I don't need to reapply, I don't need to powder with it, it just stays on. I haven't tried it for 24 hours, but I can certify that if I apply it early in the morning, in the evening, my skin will still look flawless. Now the concealer from the same range is another of my pick, although the first time I tried it, I just hated it because I applied way too much. I just applied it like I do with the Age Rewind concealer, which is my favorite one and also from Maybelline. But I applied way too much. It was cakey, it was patchy, it wasn't good looking. So this concealer is very high coverage, which is something that I'm not used to, but I recently learned to apply it and love it. The trick is to apply a few dots underneath your eyes, on the eye of your nose, and anywhere that you have pimples or imperfection, and to blend that really gently with a beauty blender. If you need a bit more coverage, you can always build it up, but don't apply too much straight because it's gonna be cakey, it's gonna be awful. But again, the color match is pretty good for me. I got the shade 2, light beige, love this, it's great to conceal anything. Since we're talking about complexion, I have to mention the Kick-Ass powder from Soap & Glory. You probably heard me going on and on about this powder, but it's just too good not to talk about it in this video. The reason I love this powder is because it's very mattifying, but it's invisible on the skin. It doesn't add any coverage, it just mattifies and that's it. I really love it because it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look fake. I love to apply it to set my concealer or my foundation, and I just highly recommend it. Now I have this little product from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette. I just have way too much love for this little duo. I got this palette a few months ago and I'm just addicted to it. The reason being that these are cream products, which makes contouring so much easier, especially if you're starting with contouring. It's so easy to have a very beautiful natural finish with it. So I apply the contour shade like you usually do on the side of my nose, on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and I blend everything with a beauty blender. Again, I use my beauty blender for everything, but the highlight shade is my favorite because it's completely matte. So I can use it down the bridge of my nose, I can use it on my chin, on my cheekbones, on my forehead. I just love this little duo. I think this is gonna stay in my routine for quite a long time. I recently did a blog post on my blog about where you should splurge in the beauty department and where you can save. So if you want to read that, I popped a card up in here, or you can check the link down below. But I talked about mascara, and to me you don't have to spend a fortune to get a very good mascara, and this is a proof. This is the Bourjois Volume Glamour Push Up Black Serum, and it's just a magnificent mascara. I love it because first of all, it's very black, which is one of my criteria when I choose a mascara. I want to have very black lashes. It's also very lengthening and you can build it up as much as you like. So you can just do one coat, you have a beautiful result, but for a more dramatic effect, you can really layer it up. So I just love that. I also really like the brush in it, which is a little bit fatter than what I usually go for, but I just love it because it grabs all your lashes at once. Now moving on to lips, I have two favorite products from L'Oreal. The first one is the color Riche Panic Glam for the lips. This is what it looks like. It's just, I could stare at it for minutes and not get bored of it. So this has 6 lipstick shades, and I feel like this is just the best thing to travel with because you have 6 very different options. You have got your nude, you got your coral, you got your red, your burgundy, so you can create a multiple looks with that. It's also tiny, so you can pop that into your handbag because, to be honest with you, these lipsticks don't have the best lasting power. You need to reapply after you eat or you drink, or after a few hours, so it's good to pop into your handbag. It has a very good mirror and a brush that I took off because otherwise it will fall on the floor. But this is just amazing. I think this is also amazing if you want to try new lipstick shades but you don't want to splurge on new lipsticks that you might not love. You get 6 shades. You can try a very vibrant orange, you can try a dark violet. It's just perfect if you want to explore new shades and see if it suits you before buying the full size. So I have a lot of love for this palette, and I also think that this would be an amazing birthday or Christmas present as well. And the last product that I have is also from L'Oreal. This is part of the Cold Obsession collection that they recently released. This is the Nude Gold lipstick, and I have so much love for this lipstick. This is a shimmery nude, which is something that I would never go for usually, but somehow I just love this one. It looks very festive, it kind of makes your lips a little bit bigger, which is always good. And I just love the lasting power. It doesn't dry up the lips, but it stays on, and I just love it. They have some beautiful colors in the range. They have a beautiful red, which is lovely as well, and a dark pink, but this one is by far my favorite. So that is it for today's video. Really hope that you enjoyed. If you have any recent pick from the drugstore, make sure to leave that in the comments down below. I'm sure everyone would love to have new recommendations. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, watching my videos and reading my blog. You guys are just the best. In the meantime, be well, be healthy, take care of yourself, and I will see you next week in a brand new video. Bye everyone!